Hello everyone. Hi, thanks for joining in and welcome to another video. In my YouTube live and my comments on my WhatsApp channels, there have been a lot of questions regarding the processing times. So first of all, congratulations to a lot of people are due who got their PNP nominations, who got their ITA, and some of them already got their PR also. So congratulations to all of them. I missed a lot of those updates in my videos in the last 2 months because I was super busy with my work. But now I hope I will be able to dedicate a little bit more time to this channel and to you guys. So before starting, you must be wondering what's in the background. So this is the beautiful Lake Louise. Um, I just wanted that many of us that who are watching this video might be from outside Canada or even say outside Alberta. I live in Alberta, Calgary, Alberta, and this is the place which is like an hour drive from here. This is part of the Canadian Rockies. A beautiful place, a beautiful place. So if you're already in Canada, make sure you visit this place. And this is magical. You can spend days here. You can just spend days exploring Banff, exploring the Rockies, and these places are gem. And you won't believe these places are just kind of some of these places were discovered like as a popular tourist attractions only in the last 40-50 years. So yeah, so make sure you visit this place. A beautiful place. Like I visited for the first time when we drove from Ontario. We were living in Ontario at that point of time. We did a road trip from Ontario to Banff, and we visited this place for the first time. Then it was magical. Then till after that, we have visited this place a lot of times, and it's been magical every time. I have a very good anecdote about this place. So when we visited for the first time from Ontario, we were boating on this lake, and we just discussed while on the boat that how magical it will be if we were able to live here or near this place. And you won't believe 6 months down the line, we bought a house here in Alberta, and then a year or a year and a half down the line, we moved here. So now we are permanently settled here, and this is our backyard. So yeah, if you have never visited Alberta, make sure you visit this place. What I'll do is I will plan to bring few more sights and sounds of Alberta to you so that you guys can enjoy from where you're watching, and probably this will give you a little bit motivation to choose Alberta. So if you choose Alberta, I will be very happy. And Alberta, obviously, in my opinion, has the best PNP programs anyways. Okay. So I think that's for some other videos. So in this video, I wanted to cover the process of getting your processing times. Okay, so there is a very good tool available in canada.ca which will give you the processing time, and let me quickly take you to that tool. So this is the tool. I will put a link of this tool in the description so you guys can have a look. And make no mistake, this tool is not just for PR applications. This tool is for all your immigration processing needs. So say, for example, if you're a student waiting for a student visa or a work permit or a visitor visa, you can check the processing times here. This gives the average processing times. We will go into that once a bit later in the video, but you will see what I'm talking about. The first step is making a selection. If you are a PR applicant, which I think most of the viewers of my channels are, if you are a PR applicant who has responded to the ITA, submitted the application, and waiting for the processing, you select economic migration. Okay, economic migration is PR. Temporary residence is for work permit, student visa, visitor visa, things like that. We will come to that also a bit later, but let's look into economic migration. So click on economic migration, and then what you will see here is the next question is which class of economic application you are. So this is the list of the programs which is run by Ircc in conjunction with various provinces. So you will see certain group of province programs, certain provincial programs, and then there is a catch-all kind of category which is called provincial nominees. Again, the kind of people I'm interacting with mostly are provincial nominees. And say, for example, you are a provincial nominee. You got your PNP application and now you are waiting for the um, decision on your application. Then you select provincial nominee. So if you got your IT under PNP, select provincial nominee. Next, I'm sure if you're watching this video, you have access to internet and you would have submitted this application online. So let's say yes, you submit application online and then click on get processing time. So the processing time for online PNP based PR application is 8 months. The reason I was saying you should be doing it online is just look at the paper based processing times. It's 15 months, it's almost double, right? So I would say let's spend some time on getting the access, getting online access and submitting everything online. It's cost effective, it's safe, and it's the best way of reaching to Ircc. They might have some questions to you, which they can email you and you can respond by email. Paper application will not have that advantage. So please, please, please submit your applications online. And again, as I said, if you're watching this video, you probably have internet access. So make use of that privilege. Okay. So provincial nominee. Say, for example, you submitted your PR application under a different category, say Canadian experience class. Then there are no follow-up questions. Click on processing time and it's 5 months. Say you are somebody with an international experience, skilled workers federal. Select skilled workers federal and processing time is again 5 months. Okay, so there are multiple categories here depending on your case to case. So just select your case and then you are good. Okay, so while we are here, let's go a bit beyond this, beyond the PR thing, and say let's select temporary residence category. This could be useful for somebody who is doing a work permit processing. So if you say, for example, you are doing work permit from outside Canada, right? And say, for example, my country is India. It was really painful to see India lose, man. Okay, so if you are applying from work permit from India, the processing time is 11 weeks. Similarly, if you are applying for study permit from outside Canada, the processing time is again 11 weeks. So less than 3 months is the processing time for the temporary residence for study permit and work permit. Say, for example, you are applying for a visitor visa. Right? This is a typical tourist visa kind of a scenario. You're applying for visitor visa from India, 11 weeks. Let's see, super visa. Super visa is for parents and grandparents with a 10-year validity. Let's do this. And the processing time is 28 days. So yeah, a month for super visa and five weeks, right? What was the visitor visa thing? Visitor visa, I forgot. Visitor visa. Visitor visa was 28 days. Okay, a month. A month is visitor visa, a month was super visa, and then we covered the work permit and study permit.
Motion detected at the backyard.
Sorry about that. Yeah, so I think that's the basic purpose of this tool. Use this tool to your advantage. You will understand how you will get a basic idea of the processing time. If you click this question mark here, right, this gives a kind of a disclaimer for the processing times. So make sure that you have seen this disclaimer, okay? And then if you go down below, this is again a kind of disclaimer of what this means. So this means this is a time which it takes to cover most of the applications, kind of an average. applications time. This can go more or less depending on your case to case. Like for example, let's go this economic migration and PNP. So you would see that PNP is somehow having a higher processing time than a, a Canadian experience class, right? So it can take, but there are within PNP programs, there are certain programs which have an accelerated pathway. Like for example, Alberta Tech Pathway. It's an accelerated where the mandate is to give within 6 months. So yeah, so they have not broken it down by individual provincial substreams here, but yeah, this is like for all the provinces, all the PNP nominations in, right? And also, like if you select provincial nomination, you get an extra line of disclaimer, like which says that this is the only the federal part. So one important part you need to understand in this aspect is this time is only taken by IRCC. And IRCC's clock start after you have submitted your completed application with all the documents, all the fees and everything. So that is when the clock starts for IRCC. You get a document called AOR, application acknowledgement of receipt. And beyond that, once you get that, your clock starts. So that is how it works. This doesn't include the time taken by provinces to process. So for example, I'm just giving an example. Say for example, you provinces took any of the province, say Alberta took 3 months to issue your nomination. Okay, so once you get your nomination, you get your 600 points, and then after say a couple of weeks, you get your ITA. And then after you get your ITA, you started collecting all your documentations. You took 15, 20, 1 month, 15, 20 days to collect all the documentation. Say, let's say two more weeks to uh, complete the documentation. So we are already looking at 1 month, right? 2 months for 2 weeks for getting the ITA and another 2 weeks for collecting all the documents. So once you collect all the documents and you submit your application and you get your AOR, the clock starts from there. So this 8 months would be from that point of time. So for example, 3 months of PNP nomination, 2 weeks of ITA, waiting for ITA, 2 weeks of documentation, and then 8 months for IRCC processing. So you are looking like a 12-month period for a PR based on PNP. Again, it can change a lot. Few PNP applications are processed within days or within weeks. So then you save time on that PNP application or the overall processing time. You wait that much. You save that much time. Okay, so yeah, so I hope this information was helpful for you. Use this tool. This is a very good tool, I would say. Just use this tool. You will not you will not have to depend on any other people, any other YouTube videos to understand what is the processing time. I am doing this because by the time, say for example, 5 months or 6 months or 1 year down the line, you're watching this video 1 year after I published it, and at that time the times would have changed. The information that I gave you was current only on 21st of November 2023, right? It can change and it will change every week, and so keep watching this particular link, this particular website. You will find a lot of useful information over there. And if you have any questions, reach out to me on the comments and I will try my best to respond back. And till the next time, thank you.